It's Jake. Big Jake. Amoeba orders are out, and so am I. Target wait and see. Remember, we are watching. We are waiting, and when the time is right, you will know. You better watch the vid, like, and sub. Hello. You're probably thinking, who the heck is he now? Well, yes, this is a complex story. But be honest, real life is more often not so simple. Listen, you're gonna identify with me as Scot Ardent. I am an investigative journalist, but some of you may feel you recognize me. Understand the events that unfolded after the alien war. You really do need to also hear my story. I am still in the throes of what is just another jigsaw piece in the W.A.R. story puzzle, and I feel sure you will not be disappointed. So in the spring of this year, late one evening, I get an email. It's from my editor. Get this. I joined up last year on the understanding I just want to get away from the investigative side of journalism. Yeah, sure, Scott, we got just the job for you. Yeah, right. He gave me the local football league. And yeah, just what I needed. So I see this email. He's taking me off the league coverage. Scott, I'm taking you off that because orders come from a high. And you and I know who they are. You are aware of the serial killings been occurring in neighboring states. Well, one just crossed the state lines. Yeah, it's now FBI territory. It's hotting up. Also stated that I would get details of the case in the morning by courier. Come morning, and I did. I ripped the envelope open. Half anger, half eagerness. Hey, I am an investigative journalist. Defying the urge to uncover things never leaves you. So out flop the paperwork and even photos. But those dudes, the state of the victims, like it's either a psychopath or a deranged animal. So he wants me to get on this case. But deep inside, I know that the powers higher up expect more, much more. And the editor knows that too. Am I up for it? The heck I am. Now find out what goes down. Looking to the dossiers sent to me, I see the FBI are going for scare tactics to keep the public at bay. Well, they named the culprit the Beast. It's a keep your kids indoors name anyways. I'm wondering, where do I start? And I shimmy through the pages, and there's a contact number for your local sheriff. So what's the option? Well, ring that darn number. I got to start somewhere. And that sure was a good place. So straight on the phone. I asked for the captain. That's Captain Green Day. And guess what? He gets on the phone and says, Scott, am I glad you followed up? Wow, I'm thinking he knows of me.
Hi, I'm Green Day, Captain Green Day. So, Scott asked me to also fill you in with things. Of course, I can only say so much and the rest is official, but Scott says what he will. Journalist, but he has been attached to the case by higher powers. Oh, and the FBI are sniffing about this one. Back behind me, we have been hearing tales of strange things going down for a while. Then the first death. Yeah, human death. Then there was a similar case in another state nearby. Well, that's when the FBI got involved. I'm also working with agents Hiker and Hinge on this. Yeah, they are FBI agents, and they really are a cool pair, but they are kind of strange for agents. I am sure I heard them mumbling to each other about dogmen or something and going on about I Spy. I Spy. Wasn't that a 60s TV series? Robert Culp. They are strange, but so is this case. There's no trace of the attacker. No blood on the ground. We cannot tell if it was an animal assailant or human. So those agents could be on to something. But my deputy also heard them mention portals. Yeah, right, portals. What the heck they are? So there's more weird things been going down in the area. Some witnesses have claimed to have seen the men in black. Yeah, what next? Well, I found out. So I am looking about the crime scene, and this fat dude in a black suit appears from nowhere and starts asking questions. Well, I said, who the friggin' heck are you? He goes, what's it look like? I look him up and down. I said, you're just some dude in black. He goes, yeah, and points back to another fat dude with a hat on standing by a black car, and he asked me, and who's he? I said, another dude in black. He said, correct, and they drove off. Like what? So back to Scot Ardent. Well, I am looking forward to working with him on this case. He look and acts kind of normal, whatever normal is. Maybe I am a bit weird, too. You can't stay too normal in this job. Not everyone's cut out for this work. We need some love, man. Yeah, appreciation. On the subject of the air, about the fat dude in black, I figure he has to be on my squad car cam. Well, guess what? He appears as a blur. Yeah, ghosty-like image. Oh, but he was real all right. So I described him to an MIB witness. Negative, too fat. So who are these dudes in black? Strangest case yet. So anyways, right now I'm driving over to the motel to have a meeting with Scot Ardent again. He claims he got a lead. Yeah, a lead. Crazy. Heck knows where from. Rest of us cannot even get a dog lead. You know, I've just got a bad feel about what's going down, but maybe I'm wrong, but just maybe there's more to this Ardent guy than meets the eye. Like maybe he ain't just a top investigative journalist. I mean, he blurted out this CEA bullcrap word. Couldn't find it on Google. So I sure think he's here for a bigger reason. I am sticking one of my deputies on him and report back.
So I was sitting in that motel waiting for Green Day. Got a new lead sent to me via secure email. But you know the powers that be are trickle feeding it to me. There's much more. Experience, you know. That's how I know. And Green Day's getting suspicious of me. Hard to blame him. Part of the job. So on the subject of suspicious, well, you know, at one point Green Day mentions that he also works with 2 FBI agents and names them Agents Hinge and Hiker. Darn, well, something just clicked in my head and then didn't. I mean, like I've darn well heard those names before. But nah, I cannot place them.
Okay, so I'm back again. Yeah. I like using my cam here. The lighting is just right. Yeah, I'm captain here, and I am putting it on cam just for the record. Okay. So just spoke with Ardent at the motel. Not sure why he thinks it's a lead of any use. Lab samples of hairs he found, wolf hairs. Yeah, we get the occasional wolves coming in from over those mountains. Never a problem. Scared of humans. But we always advise people to keep pets indoors at night. That said, some dogs have gone missing lately. Those Hinge and Hiker agents mumbled, "Dogmen." Say guys, like and subscribe, W.A.R. Yeah, had to get the L and S in case I YouTube it. This has the hallmarks of a famous case. You know, I even Googled dogmen sightings. I was blown away to find out the amount of sightings in this state and others around here. Think people feel foolish reporting them to us. Bigfoot. So anyways, it's getting late here. As you can see, there's people living here. Pretty sure they don't need me hanging about yapping into a cam. I'm going to head back to HQ and check out the latest data coming through from the FBI. Maybe those dudes Hinge and Hiker are back from their portal. Ha ha.
Okay, guys, it's been a long day. Just want to say a big thanks if you stuck with it. Hope you will follow this search. Yeah, it's a search for truth. And I feel that I may be part of that truth. Think it's going to be a long haul. Green Day myself. Oh, and Hinge and Hiker would love you along this journey, LNS.
Yeah, that's interesting. But to be honest, it's all interesting. Look at the original story. W.A.R. Eve of Destruction. There are also vids like this that lend to the sequel. Assault on Exa 2 and many explainers giving in-depth views. Oh, and tell us who the snitch is, like and subscribe.